Hey guys, hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all going to be about how to keep your desk simple and neat and basically like work invited. So I feel like every time my desk is a mess, I feel uninvited to do things that I need to get done, whether it's paperwork, whether it's grocery lists. I do all of that stuff while sitting down at my desk. But if it's a disaster, I will kind of lead it off towards like another day. So I really hope these tips and simple tricks help you guys clean up your desk area or your workspace, whatever it is, whether it's at home or even at work. I really hope these help you out as much as they helped me out. So if they do, make sure to leave a comment down below and also tag me in your little workspace area. I would love to see how you guys keep yours. I know with mine is kind of bare and minimum, but I'm always open to see what you guys do in order to make your workspace a little bit more comfortable for your living style. So if you do like this video as well, make sure to throw a thumbs up. And if you are new here, do not forget to subscribe down below. And let's get straight on into the video. So the first thing that I do want to say is that I will link my desk down below and also my stool down below, because I do get a lot of comments on where did I get mostly everything from. So everything on my desk will be linked down below, and the stuff that's in the drawers will also be linked down below if you guys want to check that out. So the first tip that I can give you guys is to organize after you're done working. Organize your whole entire space after you're done working, because once when it's time to either go to bed or once when work is over, the more you organize your desk every time, the least work you have to do the next day when it comes to going back to your desk. I know it's kind of like being a kid again and cleaning your room so tomorrow you can go play outside, but that's just the thing in order to keep your mind a little bit more simplified, is to clean up your mess after you're done making the mess. And that doesn't mean just the surface area. Make sure to get into your drawers as well when it comes to cleaning up your mess, because I know back then I used to just put a pen on top and then I would put a bunch of pens in my drawer and they would all be scattered everywhere. And by the time I went to bed and woke up the next morning, there's ink everywhere on my desk because my desk is white, and I would have to scrub it because I didn't put the cap back on the pen, and it was just an ongoing process. So once when I am done working in my little area, my desk area, I clean it up right away. So that's a habit you want to get into so you have less work to do the next day. The next tip that I can tell you guys to do or to start doing is to dispose and recycle immediately. If you're that kind of person that grabs your mail and puts it on your desk area or your workplace area, go through your mail every time you get it. If it's junk mail, recycle. Throw it in the recycle bin right away. If you leave cans, Coke bottles or whatever you leave on your desk that is supposed to be disposed or recyclable, get rid of it immediately, just so you have a easier cleanup at the end of the day when it comes to your desk. The next little simple tip for you guys is to go paperless. To go paperless can get rid of your filing cabinet, it can get rid of your binders. I have one binder and I went paperless with every bill possibly imagine. The only thing that I cannot go paperless is obviously my checks that I write out for rent, and my birth certificate, my social security, all that stuff is tucked away in a binder, so it's nice and safe. But everything else is within an app or is digitalized in my laptop. So if you do not feel comfortable with going paperless with everything, then I advise you to get a binder with these little laminate plastic things. I forgot what they're called, but you can find them at Staples or Walmart. They're super cheap, and this is normally what I keep my important documents in, the stuff that I do not want to just put in my computer, because there's some documents that you do need to have papers with. So if you do not feel comfortable going paperless, then have yourself a nice neat binder that is labeled with everything, whether it's tax information, gas and lights. Have that one simple binder for your little paper needs, so it's not scattered all around your desk and inside your desk as well. The next tip that I have for you guys is to try to only keep 2 pens or 2 pencils, whatever you prefer to write with. I always keep 2 pens in my desk. That is it. having too many pens and markers and pencils can kind of overcrowd a desk. Unless you are an artist, you know, again, make sure to just try to do this what fits your lifestyle. But I only own 2 pens, and if one dies, I will chuck that one out and go straight to the other one. It's just so much more simpler, because I remember I used to go to the dollar store and I used to be that one to buy a ton of little packets of pens, and my drawer would be filled with them. And like I said in the beginning, ink will be everywhere because I would forget to put the caps on. You know, I forget to do all these things, and then all of them actually went missing half the time because I knew I had so many, so I would leave them all around. So with me having just 2 in the desk, it kind of trains my mind to say, all right, there's 1 pen in the desk, there's 1 missing. Let me look around the house to put that one back in the drawer. When you keep things to like a minimum, you're most likely to remember them. I know it probably sounds so weird to people that always keep 1,000 pens, and I am a waitress, and you would think that I would have more than 2 pens, but I have 1 pen at work in my little locker, and I have 2 pens here. So try your best to minimize your writing utensils. The next tip is exactly what I said when it comes to the binder or having a binder, is to label important paperwork. This is going to make it 10 times easier to look for that paperwork. If you have it labeled as taxes, just go straight to that page and you have all your stuff there instead of rambling around your desk looking for your tax forms, because I know it's the end of the year right now, so you're probably looking for last year's tax forms, and you know, we try to keep it all nice and organized. I do all my tax forms now online. It's just 10 times easier. I use Tax Turbo and I love it. I usually just scan my tax papers onto there, and they're there for I think 7 to 10 years. So it's just straight on your profile, so I usually just shred the other tax forms that I get because everything is online. I know some people are like, well, what if the app crashes? You guys, let's not be too drastic, because if that happens, what if your house burns down? Then your tax forms are also burned down, God forbid. But you know, you can't be that drastic when it comes to keeping every type of paper form. I used to be that way, and in the beginning of my YouTube journey, I had a binder for everything, and as I transformed into this, I want things to be a little bit more simplified. I donated a majority of all those binders because I realized I don't need a binder for just dental papers. I don't need a binder for just gas papers or light papers. So I just transformed everything to 1 binder, and labeling really helps me out. Like I said, I don't really have much paperwork now. I usually just have my important documents, and that's usually labeled there. And then I usually have my rent receipts as well, because my landlord's old-fashioned, so she likes when I write out checks, so I kind of can't digitalize that. So definitely try to label as much as you can if you are going to keep paperwork. You will save yourself a lot of time looking for it. And the next little simple tip I have for you guys is a personal preference, but for me it's a big thing, and that is adding a little simple decor to your desk. You guys know I love plants, so I always add a plant, and right now it's this Christmas season, so I did get a little tiny fake Christmas tree, and that's my little decor for the season. So, and also my nightlight. So it works really well, and it takes batteries, and once when the season's over, I will swap that. So I would put that in a little Christmas box. I'll put my plant back in that spot, but I always keep simple decor. I do have a pretty lamp as well that I got from a friend at work. So right now you guys are probably seeing much more lighting from instead of a little lamp. I do have another light behind my camera so you guys can see me more, because I do not purchase any lightings for my videos. I just grab my lamp from the living room and bring it on into here. I'm super frugal when it comes to filming. If you guys want a whole video on how I film and what I use, let me know down below, because I would love to show you guys that. But back to the decor, try to keep it simple. If you do like decor, try to keep more aesthetically pleasing items and not a bunch of things. I know people go a little too crazy right now with the DIYs, where people are decorating mason jars as pen jars and, you know, all these cute little things, and that's fine, but too much decor can add too much clutter to your desk, where you most likely do not want to work in that area. So definitely keep that in mind. And the last tip that I have for you guys is something that I don't follow because I like a different kind of space, but that is to have everything that you normally use on your desk, whether it is your laptop and your mouse right in front row center. Just have things that you normally would get out, just leave it out, and you know, your notebook, your laptop, and your mouse, have it all there just so you're ready to go the next day. As for me, I like to keep my laptop in my laptop bag because I'm always traveling with it. I bring it to work with me. I bring it to my sister's house because, you know, trying to use people's Wi-Fi around. But I like a blank space, more of a blank canvas. It's my preference, but you guys do not have to have the same preference as me. So if you use your desk for bill setting, then you want to just keep your bill folder out, a pen on the side, just to make sure it's nice and ready to go for tomorrow, because most likely when you wake up or you come back from work and you see your desk area ready to go, you're more likely to get things done because everything's all nicely and neatly laid out. I have to put that in there, neatly, because you don't want to have it all scattered and a mess everywhere. You want to place it neatly for the next day. So if it's all nice and neatly out, your mind is like, you know what? Let's get this work done today. Let's get it done right now. So it's kind of like tricking your mind. So anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you got something out of it. I know it's super simple and kind of like straight to the point, but that is how easy it is to keep your desk clean. If you are somewhat of a hoarder and starting out, do step by step. You don't have to take all these steps in one day. Maybe go through one drawer today and then go through the next drawer, and eventually you will have a nice, clear and complete desk so you can get things done for the next day. It's definitely, I think, a skill when it comes to learning how to be neat, be organized, especially organization. I think it's a skill that we all need to learn, or we all are learning. I know I was fairly neat when I was younger, but not as organized. So there's a difference between being neat and organized. I wasn't the most organized person in the world. There was times where I lived with my mom's, and this desk, like, I've had this desk for about 4 years, and this desk did not look like this. It had makeup everywhere, and you know, that whole makeup stage, so much decor, but it's definitely transformed into a desk that I love now, and I'm happy that I took on these simple tips, and now I just come home and I always get everything done and all my bills are paid on time. And I feel like even though my desk is simple and neat, I feel like that has a big role play when it comes to me paying my bills on time and just being in a comfy environment. Definitely helps you get things done. So I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Bye!